Residents of Scottsbluff and surrounding counties woke up to another round of damage this morning as severe weather arrived late last night as it ripped into the area around 10 o'clock. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, as the storm surged east into Scottsbluff, Gering last night, damaging winds, intense lightning, and torrential rains fell along with some small hail. Around 10:30, a camper was blown over at the Rubidoux RV Park near Gering. There were also tree branches down, a roof blown off in Terrytown, a large tree falling onto a home in Scottsbluff, and some significant tree damage in downtown Gering. Riverside Discovery Center also reported extensive damage. Zoo Director Anthony Mason says all animals are safe, but volunteers were being sought to help clean up debris and fix fences. Automated weather stations reported winds as high as 91 miles per hour in Scottsbluff and reports of up to 3 inches of rain falling overnight in Gering. Well, the first time in at least 3 years, Gering residents would see very modest increases in some fees under the budget that will go before the public for a hearing on September 9th. On Tuesday afternoon, department heads met with the City Council discussing a very Spartan budget that includes no new capital improvement projects, the decision not to fill one opening each in the Police and Parks Department, and no increase in electric rates for city residents and businesses. However, the stormwater surcharge would go up by 25 cents a month, and water and sanitation rates would rise approximately 5%, which Mayor Tony Kaufman notes has not happened in quite a while.
We've really tried to work hard over the last several years to live within our means and really continue to tighten and shrink our belt and live like everyone else does. Everybody lives on a fixed budget. We need to start trying to do as much as we can. Less is more. But we had to take a harder look at some of our departments and some of our enterprises this year.
Other user-related changes will rise slightly as well, including all fees and memberships at Monument Shadows Golf Course and a $2 per ticket surcharge to be added to Western Nebraska Pioneer tickets. The city was facing a $2.7 million shortfall in the general fund, and after staff made the cuts they felt necessary, each department head was asked to find a way to trim 10% more off their proposed budget. Police Chief George Holtis told council members it was a challenge for all departments, but the leaders of each felt no one department was more important than any other in meeting the budget goals. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer's in with your midweek weather forecast. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Kevin Wick, Assistant Vice President at Platte Valley Bank with your Mortgage Mythbuster of the Week. Some people think that purchasing a home is more expensive than renting. The truth is, with interest rates so low, there has never been a better time to purchase a home, making your monthly mortgage payment lower than a rent payment. The mortgage lenders at Platte Valley Bank are here to help you find the right programs to fit your needs and your budget. Stop in today. No question is too big or too small.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
It's the time of the year again for the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Last year, we traveled across the Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming to recognize over 50 students for their achievements in and out of the classroom. Let's revisit what they had to say.
Back in October, Gering Junior High School student Kelsey Brady was nominated for turning adversity into opportunity. She broke her arm on the 3rd day of the volleyball season, but rather than throwing in the towel, she helped out by acting as the team manager.
So Kelsey, I'm curious, what caused you to want to continue to help the team after you broke your arm?
Well, I was kind of excited for junior high because of volleyball, and I thought since I broke my arm, I didn't want to just give up and not be on the team. I wanted to help out and cheer on the team, give them some good support for the year.
To nominate a deserving K-12 student to be recognized for being a star student, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com.
Name one other restaurant that makes their barbecue with brown sugar bacon and sauce with Kentucky bourbon that's been aged in charred oak barrels. Charred oak barrels, people. And we have a drive-thru. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Hopefully a quieter night for you tonight than what we had last night across the area. We'll recap that here in a moment. But my goodness, another night of, notice the chances of storms. They're still on the map, but they're in the 20% range instead of the 40, 50, 60% chances that we had last night. So just isolated storms, and that's going to be till further notice, really. Some could be strong to severe at times. Hail, winds, the main threats, along with some very heavy rain. Temps are going to mostly be near or below normal the next 7 days, and trending even cooler by the middle of next week. 91 yesterday, just slightly above normal. Ended up with a record of rainfall here at the Scottsbluff Airport at 1.18 inches, closing in on 3 inches for the month. That's over double where we should be for this time of year. Make that triple where we should be for this time of year. And already 16.39 inches of rain for the year. Here are some of the peak wind gusts last night when those storms blew through. Main Street Market in Scottsbluff, we clocked that up to 91 miles an hour. 81 miles an hour at the Scottsbluff National Monument, the Scottsbluff Airport. That's the official automated station at the airport at 73 miles an hour. But I believe right when it recorded that 73 mile an hour gust, the sensor went down. So it's possible we had even slightly stronger than that at the airport. But officially, we'll go down to 73 miles an hour. Mr. Tire in Bridgeport at 62 at 60 mile an hour gusts in both Alliance and Dalton at the Panhandle Co-ops there. That storm kind of went right down the North Platte River Valley and impacted a large part here of our area. Cool temps in the east. We've had a lot of rain over here. 71 Norfolk, 73 in Hastings, 90 right now in Craig. Warm over there. We're in the 70s, pretty comfortable out here right now. 73 Mullen, 76 in Ogallala, 80 in both Chadron and Torrington, the warm readings. Winds have been primarily out of the east-southeast, so it's still pumping plenty of moisture in here. So there's moisture for the storms to work for. We don't have as much heat, but enough that I think we're going to trigger off just a couple of isolated thunderstorms. And really the threat of severe weather in the northeast part of the state or country today, we have a marginal risk of severe storms. Again, very limited coverage of storms today and this evening, but those that do form could be capable of becoming strong to severe. Tomorrow, how about a replay? Same general area. Again, a marginal risk of severe storms. And then as we go into Friday right now, we've taken the threat of severe weather out. This is where we were yesterday, though, with tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised to see some of that added back in again. But I do think thunderstorm chances are going to go down even more for the weekend. So this evening, here's your isolated thunderstorms. You see them try to form into a line again. Hopefully not as strong as last night. If we get some thunderstorms across the region, they could be hail or wind producers. Low temperatures tonight going to be in the low 60s, a few upper 50s right along that I-80 corridor. For tomorrow, then, we start the day off with clouds, and we will eventually filter some sun in here late in the afternoon. We'll try to trigger some sun in here and just isolated hit or miss showers as storms try to form and roll off the high country. They're going to be tough to get going here across our region, and we're going to be dealing with temperatures tomorrow that are just a touch warmer than where they were today. Not bad, though, in the upper 70s to low 80s, still well below normal for this time of year. And these precip totals, just a few hundredths here across the region as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours. And if you get under one of those heavier storms, you certainly may get a bit more. So tonight, scattered strong to severe thunderstorms early. I don't think they'll last as late tonight. Lows down into the low 60s. For tomorrow, we put together an overcast sky early, some breaks in the afternoon. It is going to be breezy at times tomorrow as well. Look at those winds out of the southeast, 15 to 25, highs in the low 80s. And then after we get through Friday, or Thursday rather, Friday looks not too bad, highs in the mid 80s, near 90 both for Saturday and Sunday. So a very mild weekend. Will be closer to 80 for Monday, and then down into the upper 70s on Tuesday. And look at Wednesday right now, forecasting just 71 degrees and partly cloudy skies as we see the possibility of a significant cool front coming through next week. And we're going to keep a 20% chance of showers and storms across the board. We can't really rule them out any one day over the next 7.
Okay, nobody panic! Change the temperatures! We pray for this!
These aren't your average squirt some sauce on them and call them barbecue sandwiches. The bacon is hand sprinkled with brown sugar, and the sauce is made with Kentucky bourbon aged in charred oak barrels, and the meats are perfectly smoked.
Oh no! Arby's, we have the meats.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
On average, a resident of Scottsbluff uses up to 100 gallons of water a day to live, and in July, that number triples, greatly due to landscape watering. To help conserve water, use sustainable landscaping, native plants and grasses that are already adapted to the region's ecosystem and climate. They use less water, fewer chemicals, and less maintenance, which means more time to enjoy a beautiful landscape. So do your part by using sustainable landscaping in your yard, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. A tentative November trial date has been set for a 20-year-old Scottsbluff man accused of having sex with a 12-year-old girl and possessing multiple files of child pornography on his phone. Ashanti Kelly is facing 15 felony charges, including forcible first-degree sexual assault, child enticement through an electronic device, and possession of child pornography. Kelly reportedly had sex with the girl on several occasions in the summer of 2017, and police were able to secure digital evidence to corroborate those claims. He was in court today for his pre-trial hearing, where the matter was set to go to a jury trial in the term that begins on November 5th. Well, a Hemingford farmer has been elected as chair of the Nebraska Wheat Board during the board's most recent meeting. Bob Delsing is a fourth-generation farmer raising wheat, corn, and running a cattle operation with his son Scott. They farm in both Dawes and Boxwheat counties on the land homesteaded by their ancestors. Delsing also represents the Nebraska Wheat Board on the board of directors for U.S. Wheat Associates and also sits on their long-range planning and audit committees. And as part of his 2019 Ag Update Tour, Congressman Adrian Smith will be holding listening sessions in 3 communities, including Alliance. The tour provides constituents with an opportunity to hear from Smith and his special guests on the future of ag policy. Director Steve Wellman of the Nebraska Department of Agriculture, Director Jim Macy of the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy, and Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen will join the discussion on select dates. The Alliance date is set for next Tuesday, August 27th at 10:30 a.m. at the West Side Events Center on County Road 62. Well, straight ahead, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Next Gen Outfitters is your new local online source for hunting, shooting, and camping gear. With over a century of combined outdoor experience, we aspire to become the trusted supplier of all your outdoor gear needs. Next Gen Outfitters is where adventure begins and tradition continues. For the month of April, get $25 off orders of $100 or more. Go to nextgenof.com and use code NGKNEB. That's NEXGENOF.com.
Why do we work all hours of the night? Head towards challenges instead of turning away, and work together to solve the toughest problems so you can enjoy the little things and all the big moments life has to offer. Tri-State and our family of electric cooperatives. Brighter, stronger, better together.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Pebbles, a 6-year-old terrier pit bull mix who has a whole lot of love to give.
Her name is Pebbles. She's a female. She is spayed. She's only 50 because she's a senior. She's 6 years old. She's very lovable. She's really good on walks, and she gets along with other animals. She's just playful. She just does good with animals and people. She'd cost $50, and what that includes is she's spayed. She has her vaccines, and we do give you a little dog bag of food for the dog in order for you to take it home. She does have her rabies shots, so that's included, and you guys do get to have this little sheet, so you guys take her to the vet, and it's throughout that week, and it's for free. You could take her for a checkup for free. Well, a home with family, because she is lovable and she is calm for babies. She lets kids grab her and everything, so she'd be perfectly good for a family, a big family.
And whoever adopts Pebbles will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card, so you can begin spoiling her right away. To meet Pebbles or any of the dogs and cats they have available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society Monday through Saturday during normal business hours. Well, straight ahead, we'll take a peek at what's happening around the region on the community calendar. We'll have that in 90 seconds.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
My kids eat vegetables never, but they eat runs of sandwiches, which have cabbage, which is a vegetable, which makes me the mom of the year.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
At Platte Valley Bank, we know when you need a loan, time is of the essence. We are locally owned with decisions made right here at the bank. Our lenders are experienced, efficient individuals who are committed to our customers. Our flexible lending policies make it possible to fulfill loan requests, big or small, quickly. Whether you want to purchase a car, home, or even start a business, our committed associates are here to help. Stop into any location today and see what Platte Valley Bank can do for you.
And finally tonight, the Gering School Board on Monday night approved refinancing of the 2017 bond that was used for the renovation of the high school that's getting close to full completion. Superintendent Bob Hastings says financial staff didn't think it would be possible to refinance the $24 million bond until 5 years after the original issue, but lower rates presented the possibility now.
In the long term, it's going to save Gering taxpayers about $5 million over the life of those bonds. So that's a big savings. It's about 10% of what our total indebtedness is when you look at principal and interest on these bonds. So it's a really huge deal. We're excited to be able to do it.
Due to the timing of the reissue and the current budget process, taxpayers would not see an impact until after next year. However, Hastings anticipates the related levy will drop somewhat, and it will give the district more flexibility in budgeting in future fiscal years. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.